to 100 days. This is the 100th session of our reflections. It started, if anyone had told us when we started that at 100 days we will still be in this pandemic and that we would still be having reflections, we might have said, no, it's not possible. But here we are. And just a brief background to all of you who are joining me, and I'm delighted to have all of you. Thank you for having stayed with me for the last 100 Mondays through Saturdays. It's been 16 weeks, and God indeed has truly helped us. And just to give you a short background on how we got to where we are, it was in February this year. I traveled to Nigeria. We were having a church conference, and I had gone to Nigeria. But on the way, I remember flying out, and I was really concerned about infections, because then this news about COVID was coming out all over the news. And I was very careful on the plane going, in the lounge, waiting for my flight, and all the rest of it. And in Nigeria, by the time I got to Nigeria, I became really anxious. I was a little concerned that the borders will close and I will not be able to get back to the US. Well, the borders did not close while I was in Nigeria. I came back in March, early March. When I got back, I think I got back on the 7th, and we were supposed to have service on the 8th of May. Around 5 a.m., a young lady, one of our pastor's wives, called me. She's a doctor. She's a medical doctor with many years of experience, and she said, "Pastor Fumi, I'm really concerned. I don't think that we should be having service." So I said, "What is the matter?" And she explained to me COVID and the exponential increases that it's had. No, I think that was on the 15th of May, because I had come back. We had a service on the 8th. We took all the necessary precautions, no handshaking, no hugs, sanitizers. But on the 15th, I got that message around 5 a.m. So I called her and I said, "What's going on?" And she explained to me. Immediately, I called all the leaders of the church and said, "We are not going to have service today." So the last service we had as a church was on the 8th of March. On the 15th of March, I had to do service from my home, because during the week, because of the way things were going, our technical department said, "Hey, let's put in some structure in your home in case we cannot transmit from church." And so we did that. And so by March 15th, we were able to start, broadcasting from home. And that's the way it has been since then. So, looking at where we are, so after 2 weeks, we looked at the situation, and the Lord laid it in my heart that we should start reflections and bring you good news. A good news pill, a hope pill for every morning. And we started on the 30th of March, and here we are today. It's been 100 days, and God has been good. I have learned so much. I have been so blessed. You will think that I've been bringing you good news pill every morning, or a hope pill every morning, but believe me, I have been taking of that medicine myself, and it has just been a delightful journey. And I want to say to us, what the Lord laid in my heart this morning for all of us is that in every hopeless situation, there is hope. In every hopeless situation, there is hope. And that in the midst of disaster, in the midst of chaos, there will be an answer to prayer. There would be an answer to prayer. If you look at, and this is your good news pill for today, because I have to give you one. before we continue. If you look at your Bible, if you look at 2 Kings chapter 6, you will see the story of Israel in famine. It was so terrible, people were already eating their children. In 2 Kings chapter 6, verse 28, a woman came to the king to make a report that they had eaten the son of her friend, and now, of her friend, and now the friend did not want to give her own son. The king tore his clothes. In the midst of that, as the king cried out in helplessness and hopelessness, 4 leprous men at the entrance of the gate, and now in 2 Kings chapter 7, looked at themselves. They were also dying of hunger. And in 2 Kings 7, verse 4, they said, if we say we will enter the city, the famine is in the city and we shall die. And if we sit here, we shall die also. And they made a decision that transformed their life and that brought a solution to their nation. They decided to step out because no matter what, they were going to die. Your good news pill today is that there is a solution and an answer in every hopeless situation. Your helper may be, who would have thought that the solution would be in 4 lepers? Do not despise the associations that are around you. We learned that this week. Because you don't know how your answer will come, but it is coming. Your solution is coming. In every hopeless situation, no matter how helpless you feel, there is a solution. There is an answer to prayer. And this is the story of reflection. That at a time when it appeared as if nothing was going to happen, God brought reflection out to bring hope, to bring help. And talking about associations, God, ahead of us, planted 2 young women in my home. And together, they have helped me to bring reflections to you every day for 100 days. Will you please come over for me and Mofokwe, just stand behind me right here, just right next to me here. They have been here helping me for 100 days. How did the cookery lesson start? We had done reflections, stand right behind me. I kneel down so they can see your face. How did the cookery classes start? I had talked to you from Monday to Friday. On Saturday morning, I woke up. At 8:30, I said to them, what are we going to do today? I said, you know what? I'm going to turn today's lesson into a cookery class. I said, what can we do quickly? I thought, oh, okay. I have prepared beans at home. We'll do akara. Akara was our first reflections cookery class. In 30 minutes, we were ready to go on air. And you should hear the rave reviews that we had from all over the world. People headed into their kitchen during that pandemic and had a good time in their kitchen preparing akara. I want to say thank you to my lovely ladies. I love you guys. I love you guys. Without your association, we will not have been able to do this. And to all of you who have encouraged me, who have sent me your testimonies through this period, I want to say a big thank you. I've had some amazing testimonies. A young lady called me from Nigeria about 3 weeks ago. She said, I want you to write the foreword of my new book, my new devotional. She said one day on reflections, I had said to everybody, think of something that you can do that you've always wanted to do and go and start it now. Go and start it now. I'm giving you this assignment. Go and start it. She started that devotional 3 weeks ago. She sent me the unedited part of the devotional. It was totally out of this world. You could feel the breath of the Holy Spirit through every portion of that devotional. That is what Reflections has done. It's brought hope during these very difficult times. And I want to say to you, no matter how difficult this time is, no matter how hopeless you feel, God said to me this morning that in every hopeless, every helpless situation, He has a solution. My prayer for you as we step into the next 100 days of reflection is that God will give you the solution for your hopeless, for your helpless situation, that God will give you a solution for that thing in your life that has been on your mind and grieves your spirit. I pray that God will send a solution to our nations right now. When many of us feel hopeless, many of us feel helpless. Here in the U.S., we are so scared. We are looking at how things are unfolding. Are we headed for a total breakdown of law and order? Are we heading for a war? It's unthinkable in America. However, God is saying to America, to every nation in the world that we allow Him in, that there is help and there is hope. Every nation, every family, every church, every organization, and every individual. There is hope. That's your good news pill for today. It's been wonderful having you. I nearly forgot. I said we are going to another level. So today we are launching Obìnrin. It's going to be another platform birthed by Reflections. Obìnrin is the Yoruba word. Yorubas are from the western part of Nigeria, the southwestern part of Nigeria, and Obìnrin is the Yoruba word for female. Whether a young girl or older, Obìnrin is female. So we are going to be launching a platform called Obìnrin. You can call it whatever you want in your own language. The slang for Obìnrin, Spanish, una muchacha. You can, so it can be anything to you. But we have that special platform that is being deployed today, launched today, in celebration of 100 days of reflection. And it's my give back to every female child, every female. And I know God is going to do some amazing things for every one of us who is female as we launch on to Obìnrin today. And men, don't be jealous, don't be envious. I have to cater to my constituency first, and then we'll cater to you. Ọkùnrin is going to be launched very soon. We will find another name for the male that we can use. So please stay tuned because the first session of Obìnrin is going to be coming to you in a minute. Right after this, we are going to post it on the Facebook. It's been wonderful, wonderful, wonderful having you. May the Lord bless you. Immediately after, I'm going to get online. For those of you who have things that you need to do, you can get off now. But I'm going to go get online. We are still going to be live, and I'm going to be chatting with all of you online. It's been wonderful, wonderful, wonderful having all of you with me on this last 100-day journey. And it's Fumi Obilano Reflections.